And this just into CNN, Ethiopia's military is now admitting it carried out an airstrike in the war-torn Tigray region Tuesday after initially denying that such an attack occurred. Witnesses say a market was hit by the strike, killing as many as 30 people. Military spokesperson says only fighters in civilian clothes were targeted. So let's bring in CNN's Larry Madowo live in Ethiopia's capital, Addis Ababa. Larry, so authorities now admitting there was an airstrike, but still plenty of denials about some of the details. What are we learning?
Kim, we're learning that the Ethiopian National Defense Force considers the dozens who were killed and the several more injured in this airstrike Tuesday to be Tigrayan fighters, not civilians. In fact, the spokesperson of the military, Colonel Getnet Adane, telling CNN that these people could be actors posing as civilians, and he does not consider any of them to have been civilians. And he says this did not target a busy market in Togoga, but in Kolatembian, a militant gathering. And that is the message from the Ethiopian military this morning, which contradicts eyewitnesses and CNN's own reporting, aid agencies and Tigrayan rebel leaders all saying this was a busy market, and it was on the 33rd anniversary of the Hosen massacre, which marks the day when more than 1,000 Tigrayans died near the end of the Ethiopian civil war. And even this admission that in fact was an airstrike by the Ethiopian military came only 2 days after this happened, and after condemnation from the UN, from the US, from the European Union, though notably not from the African Union. This is a region which did not have an election on Monday when 80% of the country did participate because of the ongoing civil war there, and there's no date for when that election will take place. And the military seems to consider this reporting an attempt to overshadow what was generally a peaceful election. But this is a place which has been in conflict where it's difficult to access. There's no connectivity, banks, and any source of life is completely cut off. And so this latest escalation, the worst fighting that's been seen here since the conflict began in November.
All right, really appreciate the update on that developing story. Larry Madowo in Addis Ababa.